right now at 5.
The president wanted to make the decision that was the best decision for the United States.
The future of peace in the Middle East about to take a dramatic turn.
That the U.S. is delivering a lethal bullet to the heart of the two-state solution.
Tonight, the president preparing to announce a capital change in Israel.
And the president is expected to go ahead with a plan to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
That's right. The change from Tel Aviv also brings reported plans to move the U.S. embassy, and it has leaders across the Middle East warning that there may be dangerous consequences ahead. Jerusalem is home to key religious sites sacred to Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. President Trump may soon recognize the hotly contested city as the Jewish capital. According to the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, the president is signaling that's what he'll do. The newspapers report the president has told Israeli and Arab leaders of his decision.
He did speak with a number of leaders this morning, and he's going to continue to have conversations with relevant stakeholders, but ultimately he'll make what he feels is the best decision for the United States.
If he does make the designation, Turkey's president says it's a red line for Muslims and Turkey will break diplomatic ties with Israel. Israelis have always considered Jerusalem their capital.
We expect of President Trump to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's united capital and also to move the American embassy to our capital.
But Palestinians claim East Jerusalem, which Israel captured in 1967. They say it should be the capital of a future Palestinian state. Top Palestinian leaders say if President Trump makes the move, it'll trigger a violent backlash and jeopardize peace negotiations. The concern over violence prompting the American Consulate General in Israel to issue this security alert for U.S. citizens, telling them government employees and their families are not permitted to conduct personal travel in the Old City and West Bank until further notice.
That the U.S. is delivering a lethal bullet to the heart of the two-state solution. That would be actually the kiss of death to the two-state solution.
Middle East analyst Jane Kinnamont says this would mark a major shift in long-standing U.S. policy.
For Trump to recognize Jerusalem unilaterally, it would be a massive bonus to the Israeli side, while the U.S. could lose a lot of its credibility with the Arab side of the equation.
Mr. Trump could also announce tomorrow the relocation of the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem to fulfill a campaign promise. Leaders from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, and the European Union have also expressed concern over possible U.S. plans to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.